Is it possible to be 700,000 pesos in debt but still consider yourself financially healthy? Hi everyone, my name is Nat, and today we're going to talk about net worth. Net worth, as defined by Google, is the total wealth of an individual, company, or household, taking account of all financial assets and liabilities. In simple terms, it's what you own minus what you owe, or debt. Calculating your net worth is a great way to see where you stand financially. If your net worth is negative, then this might mean you need to focus on bringing down your debt and not incurring any further debts. If your net worth is positive, then great, but it would still be helpful to check your net worth every month or every quarter to see whether it's increasing or decreasing so that you can make adjustments on your debt reduction, spending habits, or maybe even increase your income. At the end of this video, I'll show you guys how I have a debt of 775,000 pesos, but I still have a positive net worth. So please keep on watching. So how do we calculate net worth? The formula is simple. It's net worth equals assets minus liabilities. Let's start with assets. An asset is anything you own that can be converted into cash to make purchases or to pay down debt. The easier it is to convert into cash, the more liquid an asset is. Example of assets include the cash you have in hand, money you have in your checkings and savings account in the bank, and the current market value of your paper investments. It's important that you get the current market value of your investments rather than the cost or the amount you've invested so far, because again, the idea is we're going to convert all of it into cash. Similar to paper investments, you should also get the current market value of any real estate properties that you own, especially if they are for rental. There are certain items that some people choose to include in their assets while other people do not. Since we are only tracking our net worth for personal use, it's up to you whether you would like to include the following in your asset list or not. The first is personal home or primary residence. For most families, this would be their biggest asset, but some people choose not to include the value of their personal home in their assets because this typically does not generate income and they have no intention of ever selling their homes to pay off debt. Next is vehicles. Some people consider the second-hand value of their vehicles in their assets, while others do not since cars depreciate in value very quickly. After that is jewelry. Some people buy jewelries as investments, but others choose to keep them as accessories to wear on special occasions. I would discourage you from including the value of your electronics such as cell phones, computers, and laptops in your net worth, but some people do add those, and again, this is for our personal tracking only, so it's up to you if you would like to include those. Now let's move on to liabilities. When it comes to personal finance, liabilities simply means debt or what you owe other people or institutions. Some examples of liabilities are credit card debt, personal loans, housing loan or mortgage, car loans, insurance, and unpaid taxes. If you're tracking your net worth on a monthly basis and you have any other unpaid bills like rent or utilities, then you may also consider those as liabilities. Compared to assets, liabilities are more straightforward. You don't have to think about current market values or whether you should consider something a liability or not. The real challenge in writing down liabilities is being honest with yourself. Even if it's painful, make sure to list everything that you owe so that you can have an accurate net worth. Using the formula net worth equals assets minus liabilities, we can see that just because you have a lot of debt doesn't mean you're not financially healthy. For example, as of this video, I have a debt of 775,231 pesos and 13 cents, which is a lot of money, especially for us here in the Philippines. However, most of this debt went into purchasing a condominium unit with two of my siblings that is currently worth 3,200,000 pesos. Divide that by 3, my equity in that condo unit is 1,066,666 pesos and 67 cents. Since it's a real estate property, we can consider this amount to be a part of my assets. Subtracting my debt of 775,231 pesos and 13 cents, the difference is 291,435 pesos and 54 cents. That means even without adding my other assets like the cash in my budget binder, the money I have in the bank, and my MP2 accounts, I already have a positive net worth. This is why housing loans are typically considered as good debt. As you pay down your housing loan, you are building equity and increasing your assets. On the other hand, a person might own a lot of stuff, a lot of clothes, the latest gadgets, several cars, but this does not mean that they're financially healthy if they use debt to pay for all of these things. And that's it for this video. Please hit the like button if you found it helpful, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!